Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. My name is Martyn Lucas. I go live every day at this time. Up to 10 hours a day, I go live, and my aim is to be the most honest, real channel on YouTube TV. I try to bring you a TV quality show. As you can see behind me, I've got my TV studio. I'm based here in Texas, even though I'm from England. And we've been going for 2.5 years now, and everything you see here is real. This is my real money. I started with $5,000, and you can see where I'm up to today. Let me bring you all the links you need below for all my links to social media. If you become a member, you get many perks here, including I will reply back to all your social media, help you grow on YouTube and any other social media, provide exclusive content to members, birthday surprises, you can have concerts for free. There's many perks that you get. Review stocks, answer all your questions, reply to all your messages, and so on. This is my brokerage position. This is my Roth IRA position. I'm in red, and the S&P is in blue. As you can see, I'm beating it today, even though we are down slightly. I'm beating Warren Buffett, who is in blue because his favorite stock is the S&P 500. My overall balance is now 53,000. Started at 5,000 2.5 years ago, and there we are at the moment. For the longest time, I only put $4 a week in. I now put $20 a week in. That's all I could afford because my full-time income is here on YouTube. For the first year and a half, just about, I earned no money at all, and now I'm starting to earn a bit of money, and everything I have after my bills go directly into here. All right, let's see who is here first. Good morning, Zach8. Good morning to you. Welcome to you. Bill is here. Good morning, Zach. Well, Berlin. Hello, good morning to you. Our guest from Germany. How are you? Zach8. Hi, Bill. Welcome, everybody. All right, let's look at all our positions this morning and see what we've got this morning. All right, here we go. Virgin Galactic was up pre-market, popped back down again, but now it's flat again. We're down 41%, even though I've been buying some dips on the way down. My average is now 352. It's a long way down from here. Anyway, it's a bit frustrating. I understand how everybody feels. I have been buying a few shares on the way down with my dividend payouts and stuff like that. Let me have a quick look at it again today. My last buy was yesterday at 209. We are 206 now. Let's see if it falls this morning. If it falls this morning to below 2, I will buy a few more. Let's see what happens. Fibonacci Blue, good morning to you. Welcome. How do you do? All right, Palantir is down today, 0.76. Gold is also down today, 0.69. Anything under 180 I see as a buy. Okay, the S&P is down 0.21. Mullen is up today again. It's a couple of days now we've had it up. Bill just said, what about that Tilray? No, I'm not buying Tilray. I don't want to buy a brewery business. I was buying the #1 cannabis business, and then it went all over the place. So I don't see its business model good. We'll look at it again, though, just for a second. But yeah, it pops back up and goes straight back down again. I don't like it. It's not, I want to buy the best of each field. That's why I own Amazon. That's why I own Virgin Galactic. It's the best for space, which is the only thing for space. You can't buy Blue Origin, and you can't buy NASA. You can't buy SpaceX, of course. And Tilray Brands was the best in cannabis. Now it's just a brewery firm. There are other brewery firms better and bigger. If I want to buy a drinks company, I just buy Coca-Cola. So I don't know. I don't see any point to it right now. But anyway, we'll see how that changes over time. Carrying on where I was, Amazon is down slightly today after a big rally. Of course, Apple Day today, so we're seeing Apple rise. Well, it all comes down to what Apple do with their event today. Let me have a quick look at Apple. Apple Day. Let me just have a look for that a second. There we go. What time is this? 3 months ago. Scheduled 12 p.m. today. Apple event, 12 p.m. There it is. Wanderlust in 4 hours' time. So we might do that. Well, I will ask you if you want me to cover it or not. If you do, let me know, and we could cover it. If you want me to cover it, I will. There you go. Here it is. If you want me to cover it, let me know. We'll have a little poll later on, and we'll see how many people want me to cover this. It's Wanderlust, which is in 4 hours from now. The iPhone 15 is being released. Of course, we like to cover it for the stock price. Who else have we got here? Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Nonny. Good morning, all. Good morning, Octavio. Good morning to all our members. Thank you very much. Love the cogwheel tip to catch up on the stream and not lag behind. Absolutely. It's that was given to me by Sensei. I actually thought he was joking. I thought, how can you come up even more to date? I mean, how can you go into the future? That's what he was trying to say. You know, you can go even further forward. I thought, you can't go into the future. And I just didn't believe it. But it's true, isn't it? It's a very good tip, that. Nice to watch ACB and Tilray, says Zaxay. Okay, so let's carry on going. So Apple's up at the moment. Next Era Energy, 9% down now, slowly going up. End phase, 27% down still, down to 1.17 today. Coca-Cola, flat today. J&J is down 0.2. Kenvue is flat at the moment. CVX is going straight back up again. Yesterday, it went up and then back down, and now it's back up again. Can't make its mind up. I'm looking to get. I'd like to get 10% profit out of this. I've had some dividend payouts. I'd like to get a 10% profit, and I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that if I can get that. Let's have a little look. I don't hold it on my Roth. I only hold it on my main account. Yeah, I've had a $10 dividend payout today. Well, I say it's pending. It was yesterday, wasn't it? It's just not settled yet. It will settle this morning. Tesla down 0.61. Rivian down today. McDonald's is flat. Google, Microsoft, Walmart, Tesco, Tilray, Robinhood, IonQ down 2.49. Rocket Labs down 2. Now, what is the correlation here? Someone asked me yesterday, you saw that Virgin Galactic was down. What's the correlation? Because Rocket Lab is the same, and Rocket Lab doesn't have the same issues at all. But Rocket Lab is also down. So it's very hard to understand what's going on there. Anyway, yeah, similar thing. Look, we're heading for an all-time low on Rocket Lab as well. Let's have a look here. It's been as low as 557, 537. Down here, it was at 367. I think a lot of this is to do with these companies borrow a lot of money, and I think everyone is concerned about the Fed rate. I think it's all about the Fed rate, what we get with the Fed on the 21st. Now, just for your information, we are covering it, and of course, tomorrow is CPI inflation. So if we look on the homepage of the channel, upcoming live streams, if you scroll forward, there's the Fed. Look. On the 20th, it's actually the 20th, 9 days time, 8 days time, we'll be covering it. It's next Wednesday. We'll be covering it, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday we'll be covering this, and this is where everything will change. Either everything will go sky high, or it'll tank. It won't sit still. So look forward to that on Wednesday. We'll cover it live. All right. So anyway, let me just check the back of the studio. 1 minute. Okay. All right. Let's bring it back into focus. Virgin Galactic is still going down 0.97. Oh, there we go. It's going down now. So, is it moving down with Rocket Labs? Let me have a quick look. Let me have a look. Is it moving together with Rocket Labs? Let's have a look. Let's check all our other stocks. McDonald's, Google, down slightly. What's Google now? Google's up since I sold it. Walmart, Tesco, Tilray, down today. Robinhood, down slightly. IonQ, down but come back up again. Right, there's Rocket Labs, down 2.32. Let's compare that. Yep. In fact, Rocket Labs is down more today than Virgin Galactic. There we go. 204. Okay. Afternoon family, Wade Van Essen, good morning. I've been into the stock for a while, pays dividend every month and stays pretty stable. KBWD. Mike, let's have a look at it. KBWD. I like the stocks that pay dividends every month. Gives you an income to put into other stocks. If you want to do that, KBWD. Sounds like a radio station. KBWD. One of those American radio stations. Invesco, KBW, high dividend yield, financial ETF. Okay. KBWD tracks a dividend yield weighted index of U.S. financial firms. The listed name of Invesco Exchange Traded Fund, Invesco KBW High Dividend. Let's have a look. 41 holdings. Financial services, real estate. Okay, so it's a bit like a right, is it? Top 10 holdings. Investments. Two Harbors Investments, Armour Investments, a right, there you go, see? I thought so. Trinity Capital, Sion Investment, Dynex, okay. Price earnings ratio is expensive, $128 a share. Sorry, $108 price to earnings ratio, so it's expensive. 30-day yield, 11.33. Okay, so what we could do is, let's have a look. Let me go and see exactly what it pays out exactly, right? So I'm going to go to my dividend software here and type this in, KBWD, Invesco, there we go. Let's have a look at this one, Mike. Right. Okay, how consistent is it? Paid since 2020, 2020, yeah, 19, 18, 17, paid. January. Forecast amount, declared forecast amount. Okay. Forecast amount and declared amount. Okay. What does seem interesting with this one is you don't know what you're going to get. I'm looking at the dividend payout. You get a forecast amount, and then the actual amount is very different. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. So it's actually very hard to calculate what you actually get. The last payout was 25th of August, which is kind of strange because ex-dividend date is the 18th, declared date, ex-dividend date and pay date is within a week. So it's a very unusual one. Forecast amount and declared amount. Okay, so it said on the 25th of August, which was the last payout of this one, it was it was forecast to be 6.97. It was actually 17 cents, $17.08. It was supposed to be cents. I beg your pardon. It was supposed to be 6 cents, 0.97. It was actually 17 cents. So it was 3 times. So very odd. In fact, let me just double check all this. I'm looking at the yeah. I'm not sure I'd like this, Mike, because you don't know what you're going to get paid out. And very often it's down. It's down more than often than what they're anticipating. So, yeah, could you tell me, Mike, what you got paid on your last, you said you own it, right? What did you get paid on the 21st of August? Did you get 6.97 cents a share, or did you get 17? Would you mind checking that for me, Mike? So, Mike, could you go and check on your KBWD on your last payout, which was the 25th of August, did you get 6.97 or 17.08? Okay. I think you got 17 cents, which is odd because everyone's reacting negatively. Okay, hold on. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How about apple for breakfast? Good idea. Okay, Martin, I got one for you. And Zach say, VG, what's the plan? Virgin Galactic, what's the plan? I bought some more yesterday. Rocket Lab's been going down the last 3 days. Is up prior to that for about 2 weeks. Yeah. Hi. Okay, hold on. Thank you, Mike. I want to see what you got. Anyway. Okay. The overall markets are moving down. Virgin Galactic was down. It went down as low as 201. It's falling again. At what point is this going to stop now? $201. What direction are we going to see today? I'm trying to find if we've got any news. We've not had dilution, folks. We've not had dilution. We haven't had it. I've checked the SEC filings. We have not had it. That's the problem. We haven't had it. If we had it, this would be okay, but we haven't. I'd love to say we have, but we haven't. Anyway, I've got Mike checking something. Plan is next flight early October. List of new astronauts will be published this weekend, and everything is good. Down, 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 up the ring of fire. Up the ring of fire. Down, down, down. The burning ring of fire. Jack Taylor, some big players selling out. Jack, if you, I can't confirm your information. Obviously, you're not a verified user. If you could become a member, you can access Discord and send in the links. Where are you seeing that information? I don't have that information. Just have to alert everybody. We do get people who, spread some false information. I'm sure Jack isn't, but we don't know. I don't see that information. If anyone does, and you are a member, you can send it in. Martyn, can it be insider selling? If it was, we would know from the SEC filings, and there are none. There was a very small dissolve yesterday. Sorry, it was a question. Oh, I beg your pardon. Some big players selling out. No, there's not. Jack, there are no big players selling out. I've not seen anything at all. And yesterday there were 600 shares sold by a member of Virgin Galactic, which is absolutely nothing, right? The person owns up 1.5 million, and there were 600 sold. And we get that information from the filings, so we know that hasn't happened. So anyway, 202. Space has its own apple pie. The day will come, and you will want to be in. Space has its own apple pie. The day will come and you want to be in. Says Zax8. Well, we're keeping an eye on it this morning. We got 7 minutes to go before digestible snacks. Down 55,000. Been in stock for 2 years, averaging down. Pain train. Pedro, I'm right with you, mate. It's very, very difficult, isn't it? It's very, very difficult. If you remember, guys, I told everybody about 3,000 videos ago. I said it's going to 150. You remember I put that video out? I mean, it was clear as day. And I wanted to get back in the stock because it's the number one thing that I trend for on the show. And I want to be in because ultimately I believe it's going up. But I do believe it's going down first. And I bought in because I wanted to be part of, support the community again. But I did say it was going to 150, didn't I? I was really adamant on that. And it looks like it's going to happen, which I didn't want it to happen, but it's not that far off now, is it? Anyway, 130 shares. So I don't know what. Right, well, I can work it out because I've got a calculator, even if you haven't. Right, okay. So here we go. You had 24.93 divided by 130. Right, 19 cents. You weren't 19 cents, okay? Let me go and check that now. 19 cents. Can you confirm 100%, Mike, that was the 25th of August? Because that looks like the July payment, which is 19.3. So 1 cent average for every dollar. So, Mike, you got 19 cents. Was that your 18th of August payment? Was that your 18th of August payment? 24.93. It is at 2 now. What happens when they they can't dilute. If they dilute now, oh my God, we're under $1. And then they've got a reverse split. They cannot dilute now. If they do that now, they are under $1 and they'll have to reverse split. The stock is in all kinds of bother. 1 cent average for every dollar. 25th of August. Okay. Well, this is very interesting. So look, I've done the calculation for you and it's 19.17 cents. Okay. Well, declared, they said it would be, the forecast was 6.97 and they paid 17. I don't like this, Mike. I don't like it. It's all over the place. You don't know what you're going to get. It's every month, but it's like it tells you one thing and then you get something completely different. They told you 19 in July and you got 16. In April, they told you 22 and you got 15. In May, they told you 7 and you got 16. It's like a random lottery. You haven't got a clue. You haven't got a clue what you're getting on it. So you're getting a payout, but let me have a look at the growth. It's going down. It's never gone up. It's just gone. It just keeps trending down over the maximum period since 2010. So for 23 years, it just keeps on going down, and you don't know what you're going to get in a dividend. It's sometimes up, sometimes down. And 1 cent for every dollar. So it's 1%. I don't see a point in that. I think you're actually losing money because year to date, you're up 5%. This year, you're up 5%. Over the year, you're down 10%, all right? And you're making 1%. I don't get it, Mike. Just buy the S&P. You'll make a lot more money without the stress or drama. I know why you're doing it, the passive income. But I don't get that. I think I'd rather the S&P. Mike, I've wasted enough time talking to you. I think I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy that. I don't see the point in that. I just buy the S&P 500. I know why people buy REITs, and I know why people buy this kind of thing, because if you've got a lot of money and you just want a regular income, I get it, but you could have a regular income on the S&P. You just get it every 3 months rather than every one month. You'll get more and you'll have growth. Just saying, Mike. I don't think this is the way forward. Yeah. All right. There you go. I covered it. Right. I'm done with buying and got 5,000 shares. If it all goes as planned, I will wait for Martyn's crystal ball and double at 150. Yeah. If not insiders or dilution, must be short selling as the short interest increased. That's a good point. We'll have a look at that we'll go into detail with that. Okay, I will consider selling. You are right, so thank you very much. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, Mike. By the way, if Mike starts giving financial advice on the channel, right, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't consider it the best. Poor old Mike. I'm giving him a hard time, aren't I? He loves it. He loves it. He doesn't mind. He can take a joke. Look at TGIF for fees and dividends. This is a part of SoFi. Dividends paid monthly. Not sure. The I trust SoFi. Remember what CEO said? Yeah. I don't trust the CEO of SoFi. No, he's all for himself. He's talking rubbish. Can't touch that either. See, that's another one. Stephen Lewandowski. Yep. Not interested in SoFi either. Not in touch with what's going on. Pedro, I'm a believer and you'll be just fine. Time will tell. Space price action is crazy to me. Business hitting its milestones and more. Bloody hell. But this is exactly where the big money starts to come in. Price less than cash on the books. Correct, Martyn. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's see the direction this morning. We need to say, right. In fact, I'm not going to do digestible snacks this morning. I'm going to focus on this for a minute. I'm going to focus on this. There's nothing major in the news today anyway. I'm going to have a quick look at this. Okay. We need to focus on this a minute. Let's have a look. I'm just doing a bit of research here to try and find some information on it for you. Okay. I'm trying to decide what was the dividend app you looked at. It is. I can give it to you. Here we go. I'll give it to you in the chat. This is what I use. There you go. Dividend Max. There you go. That's what I use. Okay. Would you like SoFi if someone else was running it? Yes. I like the principle, but I think the CEO is completely disconnected with reality, and he says stuff and it's not even true. You are the most decent ambassador of space. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Do my best. I'm just doing a bit of research here for the minute. Just bear with me. I'm getting some information that we want to share. Just trying to find some information out for you. Okay. This will be useful. Okay. Okay, I've got some interest. I've got some stuff here. What do you think of Morgan Stanley said about Dojo adding? Yes, absolutely. Huge. Totally agree. I've been saying that the entire time. Tesla has nothing to do with selling cars, even though everyone's focused on it. It's much bigger with the Dojo, beg your pardon, not Dodo. I don't know why I keep calling it that. Dojo and the robo taxis is just going to change the world. Tesla is going to be is without doubt going to be the biggest company. You could just buy Tesla and be done with it, to be quite honest. I honestly believe that, but I still believe a balanced portfolio is essential. Right, we need to do this right now. I need to put this out. How many people are watching me right now? I apologize for the research. I'm taking the time to get some information together. If you could smash the like button, we're not doing digestible snacks this morning. Virgin Galactic is in all kinds of bother, and I understand. I get a lot of comments from people who are really distressed, who really, really upset. And of course, everyone does their own investments, but tap the like button, guys. Help me out a minute. I really appreciate that. But I know there are a lot of people concerned. So let's do something here for Virgin Galactic a second. Right, so the time is 35 minutes in. This will go out as a video later on. SPCE. Now then. We're putting together some information. Okay. That'll do. Dodo. Yeah, Paul Stone's going, yeah, it's not Dodo, mate. So, thanks. Is it free to use? It is free to use, yeah. What we thinking of Kenview now? Yeah, I love Kenview. No issue with Kenview at all. It's going to go, as we go into the end of the year, I think as we get our tax sell-offs, Kenview is going to protect us like our Coca-Cola and so on and so forth. But yeah, I've made a couple $100 on it already from the position I have, so I'm happy. Same here. We are watching 20 years of waiting and building. So now it's flying time and money is coming in. I have officially lost $2,500 on Palladium. What do you think of Morgan Stanley? He said, yes, I do agree. One day we'll get a Spaceville or Spacebur or Spacelvinia. Nice one. Do we have eyes on the ground in New Mexico, Martin? Anyone? Yes, we do. U-Haul Trucks, us, if the U-Haul, yes, I do have people on the ground actually, and one guy calls in and he's not very happy, but nothing I can repeat at the moment. Martin, bear with me. I've got a technical glitch. Okay, fixed it. Question for you. Would you like to see the price per ticket increase? Blue Origin charged 20 million. Would you like to see the price per ticket? Yes, I would actually. I agree. I think the people that want to go can pay it and will pay it. I agree. Hello, Sid. Dodo. Yeah. I know. I don't know why I keep saying that. There's nothing dead about it. Right, okay. We need to focus now. I'm trying to do an SPCE thing here. We've got some barcoding going on there. We've got some algo trading. See it? I'll bring it to you on the screen. This is barcoding now. Not a good sign. Algos are trying to get out of the stock. Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down. That's barcoding. That's algo trading. Quick trading for people to make a little bit of money and lower their averages down and down and down and protect their money. I don't like seeing that on any stock, and you don't see that on mainstream stocks. At least it goes on, but you don't see it. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Here we go. Let's answer a few of those questions about shorting. Virgin Galactic emergency video, potentially end of Virgin Galactic. Well, in this video, we're going to go into some details and discuss the short interest. What is going on? If they dilute now, where would the stock go to? How low would it go if they diluted now? Are we about to get a reverse split? Well, I'm going to hopefully try to answer all those questions. This is an urgent video. This is an emergency video. I don't try to be dramatic, but we do need to address the elephant in the room of potential bankruptcy. We're going to discuss it now on this video. I've got shares in Virgin Galactic. I'm with you all the way, and I'll explain why I'm with you all the way as well. So let's go into it. So there's never been a better video for you to tap the like, because I'm going to demonstrate to you the support that I am giving to you, that I am with you on Virgin Galactic. The pain is ridiculous. I've lost huge amounts of money with the Virgin brand, Virgin Orbit, and now Virgin Galactic. And I'm here with you live every day, bringing you the best, most honest, real information available there is. I'm the only person now covering the live flights. Even Virgin Galactic didn't cover the last one. So please do tap the like button, help me out, and make this the most liked, most responded, commented video you've ever done. Okay, I appreciate it, really seriously, because I'm losing money just like you, right? And I'm having to talk about it as well as lose money just like you. Let's look at it right now and see exactly where we are. So Virgin Galactic, as you can see right now, is barcoding. This is algo trading, barcoding. What's happening, for those of you who don't know, because I know there's lots of people here who are very stressed, very upset. People have lost everything on Virgin Galactic, and I know, because I'm with you. I have as well, all right? What we've got here is what's called barcoding algo trading. That's when supercomputers, institutions are in, out, very, very quickly. Many trades, in and out very, very quickly, and selling the stock over and getting in and out. Now, if you think you can try it and make some money, don't bother. I've tried doing that. It doesn't work. You think, well, if it's up 1 cent, down 1 cent, up 1 cent, down 1 cent, I think I'll do that. I will buy it at 2, sell it at 201, buy it at 2, sell it at 201. I tried doing that for about 2 years with Rolls-Royce. Didn't get me anywhere, because the way the market makers work, they need their little cut, right? That's the way it works. If you set it at 2 to buy at 2 and 201, it'll just keep selling at 2. It's got to go up 4 or 5 cents before you can start making a 1 or 2 cents from it, right? So you can't do it. So don't think that this is an opportunity for you. This is the big boys, big systems, big computers, insiders, institutions doing what we can't do. So don't even think of trying that. I tried it, and I just kept losing money because I kept buying and selling for the same price, when of course that's technically still losing money, because you're paying tax, you're paying all sorts of micro fees. So it doesn't work, okay? So what is a short interest? Well, there is short interest, and some of you ask, what is it? Who owns the company? So I've got a bit of information here, and what happens if the stock goes any lower? Well, first of all, many people, in fact, have asked me overnight, has dilution happened? You remember about 1,000 videos ago, I said to you that the stock could go to 150. Do you remember? Wasn't very popular. I put a video out and it said 150. The stock could go to 150. And I got a lot of hate for that because a lot of people, more than any other stock on Virgin Galactic, follow me. And even though this is not financial advice, I'm an investor just like you. I'm feeling the pain just like you. People said, why are you saying it's going to 150? That's ridiculous. I said, because if you look at the cash burn, look at the numbers, look at the balance sheet, look at the facts, it tells you it's going to 150. We did all the chart analysis with Sensei. We had a discussion. We had a poll. 85% of you said that you don't read the balance sheet, you just believe in space. Well, how can you believe in it if you don't know the numbers? Well, I do, and I did, and I have friends on the ground. I have people I speak to at Virgin Galactic, people I speak to New Mexico, people that work in the town, who supply Virgin Galactic with their tea and their sandwiches. I know what's going on with the sentiment on the ground. And I told you it could go to 150. However, if you remember, I got out. I got back in before the flight, took some profit. As you know, when it popped up, I took profit and I was out again. I then decided to get back in again after the earnings because their earnings had improved. They were now earning more money, and I told you that. We're now bumping up the seats, or they have the ability to bump up the seats for the research seats, which are more expensive. So I saw extra revenue and the membership fees and so on. So I decided to get back in again. But partly, even though I want to be in space, I also feel, and I shouldn't do, I have no responsibility for anyone. I don't give financial advice or whatever. I do feel a sense of responsibility in the fact that you watch me every day, and a lot of people are, feeling pain and stressed. So I put my money where my mouth is, even though I said it's going to 150 over and over again, and I've said repeatedly it could go bankrupt. It can. I jump back in again, and currently I am down, since I jumped back in again, $1,800. And I've already lost, tens of thousands with Virgin Brand, Orbit, and Virgin Galactic over the time. But I did that because I want to support you. I want to be in it with you. How can I talk about the stock going down if I'm not in it? Unless I'm just a YouTuber trying to make videos out of sensationalism, which a lot do. I actually want to be in the stock with you. So come on, doesn't that deserve a like? Smash the like. I'm with you, right? So I jumped in, even though I said, and you all said, no, it can't. I said it can and it will. Nevertheless, jumped in. You also remember me saying that I want an allocation of 4,000 shares. Currently, I've got 1,000. I've just shown you that on the screen, and said I'm not just going to keep going and buying until it goes much lower, because I want 4,000 shares. However, I'm not going to just run out of money on the way down. Okay, I'm going to, wait for the right time. Well, is the right time here now? Well, let's be absolutely clear. 100% dilution has not occurred. It hasn't happened. If it had happened, we would know about it. We'd have the findings. Now, yesterday, an insider did sell 600 shares out of 1.5 million. That's not an issue. That's not a concern. But, people were concerned about it. But I'm just telling you, that's not a major concern. Dilution has not happened. If dilution had happened, we would know about it. The problem is this. This is the problem, and we're going to come on to it now. Who owns Virgin Galactic now? What is the short interest? Answer the short questions and tell you what would happen if they shorted now. If they diluted now. Let's be absolutely clear. If Virgin Galactic shorted now, diluted now. I apologize. I'm reading 50 things at the same time. That's why my head's all over the place, right? I'm reading information as it's coming in. If Virgin Galactic diluted now, it would be just like what Tilray did. They don't want to do it because the stock is down and you want to dilute when the stock is up. They want at least $5, $6 to bring it back down to $3 to take it up from where it is today. That's what they want to do. But the short interest is bringing it down. They can't do it. The trouble is, if they run out of money before they can pop it up, they go bust. That's a reality, right? So that's where we are. If they do dilute now, if they're forced to do it, if they do dilute, it's going under $1. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks for all the hard work you do, Martyn.
I appreciate that $2, and I really do. I really do. So that can go against the, 30 grand I've lost on it. Anyway, beside the point. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. If they dilute now, it's going below $1, period. Now, what happens then? They have a short period of time to hold the stock above $1. Then they have to reverse split. For the 2.5 years that I've been watching and studying stocks, I've not seen a reverse split end well. When a stock reverse splits, it's to stay on the index. It's dire. It's dire. A stock forward splits when it gets really, it grows like Tesla and Amazon. They forward split because they allow people to buy the shares on contracts because the stocks are so expensive. As you know, an options contract is 100 shares, so they need 100 shares. So they forward split, which is a good thing. It allows more people to buy it, but someone just asked the question: have they diluted? No, they've diluted just over half. They've got the other just under a half to go, or thereabouts, about a million or so shares to go. They've got that to go. They haven't done that yet. And if they did, we'd know about it, and we don't know about it, so it hasn't happened. I wish it had, but it hasn't. Now we are in an emergency position because it can now go below $1, and then we've got a reverse split. Now let's just have a quick look. Just give me some information. Who are the main owners? The main individuals that own Virgin Galactic? Of course, we have Adam Bain, Michael Patrick Moses, and Michael Cole Glazier, the CEO. The top three institutions, and now this was back in July. This is a little bit out of date, but it's still relevant. I've checked it, otherwise I wouldn't bring it to you. Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street. Now, I want to answer this because people are asking, what's the short interest? What is a short? What happens with the shorts? So I want to just answer a couple of questions that people have, sort of asking. What is Virgin Galactic's current short interest? And this is up to date, right? Short interest is the volume of Virgin Galactic shares that have been sold short, okay? That's people betting on the stock going down, but have not yet been recovered or closed out. This is where a short squeeze can come from if we suddenly get people to buy the stock. If we can get an institution now to go, do you know what? It's down at 2. I'm jumping in. It'll go up to $4 if they buy a few million. It'll go up to $4, then that will create a short squeeze. Those that are in a short will have to either lose their money or be forced to buy in. And it's like a champagne bottle. Everyone starts buying in and boom, until it explodes over the top. That's the way that works. All right. As of August the 15th, traders have sold 61,950,000 shares of space short. What is a good interest ratio for Virgin Galactic? The short interest ratio, also known as the days to cover ratio, is calculated by dividing the number of shares of a stock sold short divided by its average trading volume. A short interest ratio ranging between 1 and 4 generally indicates strong positive sentiment about a stock and a lack of short sellers. Between 1 and 4 short interest. Okay, today a short interest ratio of 10 or greater indicates strong pessimism about a stock. Space shares currently have a short interest of 2. Now this was as of 15th of August, so just 3 weeks or so ago. I'm going to do a follow-up later and try to get the information from today. But so there we go. Just a few weeks ago, we were a ratio of 2. If any of my researchers I'm answering this live during a live show, so I'm trying to do it live. If any of my research team can find today's short position, send it via Discord, and I will bring it in and I will add it to the video later. I'll edit it down, but if you could, that'd be great. Which institutional investors are shorting Virgin Galactic? This is important. Right? Which institutions? Now that's the big money. Who is shorting the stock from a standpoint of an institution? As of the most recent reporting period, the following institutional investor funds, our major shareholders, have reported short interest. Because that's the thing. When people say, and this is important, when people say we have institutions in, we might have institutions in, but they're shorting the stock. They're trying to make money on driving it down, not just buying it and holding it, all right? So, Virgin Galactic, Walleye Capital LLC, Goldman Sachs Group, Sandler Capital Management, Citadel Advisors, There's a big list there. You can see I won't go through the entire list. Is Virgin Galactic's short interest increasing or decreasing? Now, this is as of the 15th of August, so it's about 3 weeks ago. I'd like some more information if I can get it, and I will bring it to you if anyone sends it in to me. Virgin Galactic saw an increase in short interest during the month of August. As of August 15th, there was a short interest totaling 61 million as an average increase of 4.5% from the previous total of 59 million. Changes in short volume can be used to identify positive and negative investor sentiment. Investors that short sell a stock are betting that the price will decline in the future. Okay, now that doesn't mean to say just because they are betting against it that they'll come back in again. Just come back to the stock because it's breaking up with 3 minutes to go before the bell. Let's have a look what happens on the bell. So I'm going to stay on the video through the bell. So this is going to be a slightly different video this morning. I'm going to stay with this on the bell. I'll edit all this down later on, but I want to see what the reaction is on the bell. Right. Trying to find... Okay. August 15th. Okay. The short interest has been a lot worse in June than it is today. So let's see what happens now on the bell. Let's read his comments. Martin, can they sell the first, then file? Oh, it would be at the same time, though. You'd see it the same day. And this happened yesterday. Market cap for the current price is much higher than it used to be. I think there's a lot more shares in the float right now. Thank you, Martyn. They've been diluting, right? No more, surely. There's about 1 million left to do. Right, we're going to hold on Virgin Galactic through the bell. We're going to do things slightly differently this morning, and we're going to see what happens on the bell. Let me come back to this main screen and see where it goes. If everyone could tap the like button, I'd really appreciate it. There's 75 of you watching, and we're very concerned about Virgin Galactic. We've not had dilution yet completed, so if it does, we're going down below $1. We've been shorting since Branson went to space and don't see a catalyst. Private equity fund traders, we've been shorting since Branson went to space and don't see a catalyst to cover. There we go. Now, I just have to be absolutely clear because, again, our channel is there to be the most honest, real channel. We're not trying to sell videos, not trying to get you to subscribe as much as I'd love you to support me and help the channel grow. We're not. We do not know who private equity fund traders are. A lot of people come in, say things, pretend to be somebody. It could be a 15-year-old kid. He's not a verified member. Just want to be absolutely clear. Here we go. The bell has rung and we are off. Let's see where the markets go. Let's see what Virgin Galactic does compared to the market. No disrespect at all to private equity fund traders. I'm just saying to protect my audience. My priority is to my audience, my viewers, and everybody's watching. It's not to anyone that's not a member. It is to the members, okay? I have to be honest. I don't know who you are. We get lots of people coming in, sending false information. They're not members. They make up stuff. And the reason why we have the membership is so we can have exclusive content, verify everybody, and many, many other perks. I give 20 times back what I put in. But I just want to be absolutely clear that these sort of comments may or may not be true. They're not verified, okay? Okay, Dennis the Menace, the bell's gone. Jojo S, $1.99. Okay, it went down under $1. Let's see. Now, this is very, very significant, under $2 now. I said $1.50. for the longest time, but bought back in because I want to. How can I talk about a stock that I'm not in? People said to me, you don't have to be in it. But then I become a YouTuber. I become someone I dislike immensely, trying to sell stories to make money. I don't want to be that person. We've just got private equity just become a bronze member. Right. Okay. Now then, just for a few moments, we're going to watch Virgin Galactic. Private equity, you've got many perks and benefits. First of all, what country are you from? We are represented by 39 countries from around the world. What country are you from? Also, I'm going to give you now the Discord link. It takes 10 minutes to get through because of security. We have the highest level of security. When you get through, here is the link. Here is the link. All right. Once you get through, I will then go into Discord and upgrade your account. You can share links, charts. You can call live onto the show. You can be onto the show because we've now verified that you are a real person, which I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much indeed. And so here is Discord. This is what you will see. This is where it will bring you, the welcome all screen. You can come on in here and I will wait for you.
Private Equity Fund Traders has become a member.
Fantastic. I will see you here in the welcome all screen right there. If you come in and say hello, Jose Quintana is also one of our new members. Jose, our new gold member, is that you in the chat? Jose, from Georgia. From Georgia, the country? You from Georgia, the country? Jose Quintana, is this you on YouTube? Confirm to me that is you on YouTube. I'll upgrade your account. You've not yet been done. Right, Georgia, the country. We have now, because we have Russia, we now have our 40th country. We have Georgia just added to the list. There we go, Georgia. Let me do this live. Virgin Galactic is going up. I'm going to add Georgia. Just bear with me as I do this now. I do this live so you can see me do it. Okay, here we go. And okay. Just bear with me. I'm going to do this now. Georgia. Okay, here we go. Georgia. Okay, there we go. I've done it. You can't see it yet, but I've done it. Save it. I've just got to adjust it slightly. So if you look now, we've got our latest member. We're just taking care of our latest member. Just be a couple of seconds now. There you go. If you watch the flags go across the top, you will see our 40th country, private equity fund traders, is from Georgia. We actually have Russia as well. So there we go. Now then, you'll keep watching the flags and you'll see it coming up. Virgin is running green. Let's see it now. We've gone. This is not much of it. Well, 2.4%. We've gone up. Let's see what happens now. Rocket Labs still dropping. Yeah, we were comparing Rocket Labs to Virgin Galactic to see if there was some kind of correlation. It's continued going down. It's 6% now. 7%. I beg your pardon. That's 9% now. Blimey. Hi, says Martyn. Virgin is running. Private, sorry, I'm busy at the trade desk until 12 p.m. Eastern. I'll join Discord around that 3 p.m. Sorry, have to go. Okay. Look forward to that then. Rocket Labs down 10%. Happy 40, Martyn. Yeah, fantastic. Really great. Jose, is Jose in the chat? Let me see if Jose is here. Quintana. No, he's not. Let me just make sure we've done this. Bear with me. Yes, I've already done it. I've already done Jose. Okay. We will do our new member private equity funder later. With all the with all the countries on the list, when can we start peace talks? You'd think so, wouldn't you? You'd think so. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Right. Okay. Let's have a look. The overall portfolio is coming up. So I need to finish off this video. Let me get rid of the flag just for a moment. Okay, so on the bell, Virgin Galactic has popped straight back up again. What does this mean? We're going to cover and add an update to this video later on because we are very concerned now with Virgin Galactic. If it does go below the $2 and stay there and we get dilution, it is going down to under $1. And then we're in all kinds of concern. We've just been talking to someone who's just become a member live on the show. You saw that happen live on the show from Georgia. And saying that we are shorting Virgin Galactic, and he's going to come back later on and talk to us live on the show, it sounds like. So we'll look forward to that. Anyway, so there we go. This was done through a live video. I appreciate it's a bit disjointed this morning, but I tried to bring you the live information as it's happening. We've now got a direct contact with what looks like an investment group actually shorting the stock, and hopefully we're going to learn from them why they're doing it, what their belief is. Of course, they believe it's going down. That's why you would short a stock. But if we can get more information from them, they just became a member, we will bring it to you. So as always, click above my head, take you to more information. Follow me on my X account where I post all the information I get before I am able to broadcast on my X account. Join me over there. And click over here for more videos I think you'll find useful in the Virgin Galactic series. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, I'll put that out later. Mullen up 18%. Let's have a look. Now then, I'm down 93% still. Okay, let's have a look. Didn't your best mate, Sensei, short Virgin Galactic too? He probably did. Yeah, didn't your best mate, Sensei, short Virgin? Probably. Awesome effort, Martyn. Thank you. I'll do everything I can to bring everything to you and, whatever. Now then. Virgin Galactic has gone back up. Let's see, look at the overall position. The concern we've got today, of course, we've got Apple Day today, so we want to see what Apple's doing. But also, we've got the Fed in 8 days' time. We're going to cover it live on the show. You don't want to miss it. It's a very important day. I need to update our breakfast bar very quickly. Thank you to all of those who pop into our breakfast bar every morning on Discord. Thank you so much for sharing your pictures and stuff like that, or what you're doing. I appreciate it. If everyone could do that, it'd be absolutely great. We're trying to become a public channel. We've got enough members. There's Keaton S. who sent me some information in. I shall have a look at that. Wales Online. I've got 160 million lost in our council. I will take a look at that later on. Thank you very much. There we go. I've tried to keep up to date. It's difficult when everything's happening quickly. Just bear with me a second. There we go. All right, back with you again. He did He did. He said it on his stream, slightly distasteful considering your audience. Honesty is, but no, it isn't. It isn't, Martyn. We have to understand that we lose money when shorters drive the stock down. True. Is it distasteful? No. It's the way the market works. Because remember, when shorters drive the market down, they allow us to buy it cheaper. Eventually, and we've said it before, shorters always lose the wars, but they win the battles. So they drive the stock down, they make some money. The only people that lose are those that sell out. In fact, that's a very good point. You've just made me realize that is something I want to put out as a very short video by itself. I'm going to put that out. This is a very, very important thing, what you just said there. So I want to actually cover that. Okay, let me bring this up here. It's a comment here I actually want to use. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. A quick follow-up on Virgin Galactic. A very, very important comment has just been given to me during a live show. Is it distasteful? Is it bad when someone shorts a stock? In fact, our very own Sensei Crypto, I can't confirm this 100%, but one of our viewers has said, hasn't Sensei, one of your close friends on the show, hasn't he shorted the stock? And let's assume he did. I can't remember. This person thinks he did. He may have done. I can't confirm it. I don't remember the trade, but maybe he did. But let's talk about that. This was the question that came in from Mike in 1988. And said he did on a stream, slightly distasteful considering your audience. Haha. Honesty is the best policy, though. So just to balance that question out. But it's a very, very good point. Is it bad that people watching our channel? In fact, we just had a member join from Georgia who said, and that's Georgia, the country, who just said that. They are an investment team and they're all shorting the stock. Is it bad? Well, let's answer that quickly. First of all, if you believe in the stock and it is shorted and the stock goes down and you don't sell, it allows you the opportunity, the real investor who has faith in the stock, the opportunity to buy the stock for less. They're doing you a favor. Point number one. Point number two, if you loan your stocks out, regard yourself as a bank. I do. I lend all my stocks out to people that short. They pay me 1% to short my stocks out. Is it any risk to me? No. I've still got the stocks. They're still on my portfolio. I can sell them anytime I want. It's not as if I've given someone my stocks and I can't get them back. They're still here. All my shares of Virgin Galactic are still here, even though they're all out on loan to be shorted. They are still here. I can still sell them at any point or add to them or whatever. I'm earning 1% as a real investor, which gives me more money to buy more Virgin Galactic. 2, benefits from people shorting the stock. 3, eventually, statistically, shorters always win the battles. They can drive a stock down in the direction they want and they can make some money. But remember, they only make money from those giving up selling. If you don't sell, the stock doesn't go down. What happens? Eventually, people start buying in and we get a short squeeze. And then not only are the bulls buying in, but the short bears are buying in. So is it bad when someone shorts the stock? No. If you don't sell out and you believe in the stock in the first place, it gives you the opportunity to buy it cheaper. It gives you the opportunity for a short squeeze. So altogether, you can win as an investor. So, is it distasteful for a member or regular viewers to my show to short? No, it's all part of the game. Do I do it? No, I will never short a stock. I don't like surrounding myself with negative energy. It's not who I am. I don't try to find a way to make money from making something bad. It's just who I am. I don't believe in it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. And I believe as an investor, I'm buying the company, not the share price. So it's a very good point that Martyn mentioned this morning. So I wanted to make this quick follow-up video about it. Is it distasteful if someone shorts a stock? In my opinion, no. It's entirely up to them. It's their financial structure. It's what they want to do. It's their strategy. But ultimately, it's good for me as an investor. Look what happened to Tesla, the most shortest stock in history. And now look at it. So there you go. I don't mind the shorters. Leave me your thoughts below. Tap the like button and reply to this video. I need all the love and support on my videos right now because I'm losing money just like you, but I'm staying in the game live every day, bringing you all the information. Let me know below whether you agree with me. Do you dislike shorters, or does it present you an opportunity to buy the stock? And remember, you're buying the company, they're buying the share price, you're buying the company. Who wins in the end? Click above my head to follow me on social media, on my X account where I post my trades before I make them. And over here, you'll see more information on Virgin Galactic. That's it from me. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Virgin Galactic is going up nicely now. Have we had, and we'll know later on if we've had some institutions start to buy it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, James. Hey, James, we only lose money when we sell. Correct. Does shorting hurt the stock in general? Well, drives it down at first. It's only the share price. Nonny, it's only the share price. Doesn't damage the company one iota. The only time it damages the company is if the company wants to be able to dilute and raise money. They can't when it's down, so it can prevent that. But if we get to $3 today, a short squeeze will come. It won't take long. Anyway, we'll usually always squeeze in the long run. That's right. Shorting does hurt the stock. Yes, it drives the price down and keeps it down. Imagine in an auction, the more bidders, the higher the price goes. It's kind of like that. Yeah, but that's yeah. But the difference between an auction and the stock market, an auction is all over in a few minutes. This isn't. So, Martyn, I respectfully disagree with you because if people drive the stock down at an auction and the auctioneer goes, going once, going twice, sold, yes, you're right, it does. However, this is not, 1, 2, 3 and we're out. This has a cash burn for at least a year and a half. So, no, not the case at all. And eventually, if you keep shorting and keep shorting and keep shorting, and boom, you get a short price, a short squeeze because it can't go any lower and it starts to explode. If the fundamentals are good, so it's not the same as an auction. Respectfully, I disagree with you, but I like the debate. Bad for people that just buy a stock and hold, don't dollar cost average or trade. Good for people that play it smart and keep low in their averages. Exactly. How do you loan the stock out? Exactly. How do I do it? Well, Pedro, where are you in the world? Where are you? What country are you in? And I'll tell you. Good morning. What would be realistic price to buy space? Well, obviously, Paris, if you are an investor in Virgin Galactic, you're paying now less than the cash on the books. If you believe it can survive, if you believe it's going to deliver what it says in the future, any price now is good. Does it matter whether you pay $2, $1, 50 cents? Who the hell cares? If it's going to $10, $20, $100, who cares whether you pay 2, 3, 5, 10, 20? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're buying the company as opposed to buying the stock price. It's as low. If you believe in Virgin Galactic, get on in. And I'm at 352. And I'm probably the most bullish person on Virgin Galactic on planet Earth. You can come in today and you can buy as many shares as I've got for half the price I paid for it. So, there you go. Respect, same here, Martin. Yeah. Not selling or buying, just hoping and holding long term. I have 7,666. Smash the like button, says Paris. $2 is a good price. And analysts average space at 350. Correct. Yes, it is a good price. I love the volume. In general, it shouldn't hurt long term. Exactly. A stock without shorters can also crash much harder when it does. Miami. Okay, so you're in America. Okay. Do you currently have Robinhood? And if you don't, I've got some good news for you. So if anyone, in fact, what I'll do right now, I'll give it to you already, right? I'll do it straight away. So if anyone is in the United States and soon the UK, it's coming later, it's coming imminently. If you are in the US right now, and you want several things, you want some cash, not free stocks, free cash. I can tell you how to get it from Robinhood. Yes, you heard what I just said, free cash. And you want some free stocks, use Schwab. Okay, Pedro, this is what you do. Watch this. See on the screen, that's my Robinhood account. I think Robinhood's by far the best account. I've tried all the rest. I prefer Robinhood. They don't pay or sponsor me, but watch this. Okay, watch this. Earn stock. You can get between $5 and $10 and $200 live on the show. I will get some shares. You will get some shares, and so on. I've had one person on here actually won an Apple stock, right? Completely free. All right. I will share my link and I will tell you exactly why I'm going to do this. All right. Copy. Right. I will go into, you can see it on the screen, what you get there. Okay. Go into the live chat where you are now. And I will post this. There is my link. If you click on my link, that's my referral to Robinhood. You will get up to $200 worth of free stock live right now on the show. So will I, and I will share with you what I get. Also, not on top of that, then I can share with you how I short the stock, how I loan the stock out. On Robinhood, I can turn on stock lending, and I lend out my stock. I earn 1%. Now, I have lent out all of my, basically any stock that goes down and is unstable, tends to be the ones that are getting shorted. All right. Space is one of those. But even though I'm shorting it out, there are all my stocks. There are all my shares. They're not going anywhere. They're there on my account. I can buy more, sell, do what I want, whatever. Even though I'm earning 1% on paper, which I do, I get 1%. And all my stocks like Mullen, I mean, no one is shorting all the good stuff, right? All the stuff that's going up, no one shorts that, right? They short what goes down, okay? So no one's shorting my Amazon, no one's shorting my Apple, no one's shorting the S&P 500. They're all shorting Mullen, Virgin Galactic, Lucid, all these companies, right? So that's how I do it. If you set that up, I will talk you through it. And anybody else that wants to get some free money. Now, also, I mentioned about $150 in cash. This is a really amazing thing. I made a video the other day about this, how you can do this, okay? If you go to the homepage of my channel, okay, here's the homepage. Look at the video page here. Scroll down. Do this now. This is not to try and sell videos. This is not a dramatic thing. I'm telling you to help you. This here explains how I got $150 for free in cash from Robinhood by just calling them up. It explains it on the video. Go and watch it, and you can do it too. I did it, and thank you very much. Now I've shown you how I did it. Okay, Stephen Lugalsi, please buy more shares. We bought at 209 yesterday. ABC and cannabis stocks are still pushing. Let's have a look. Tilray, is it going up? Tilray's going straight back down again. That's why I won't touch it until all this brewery nonsense ends. All right. All eyes on Apple for today's product event. Yes. Now then, let me do a poll. Would you like me to cover the Apple event? I'll do a poll. I can cover the Apple event. Now, you have two choices. You can watch the Apple event on YouTube, and you can sit there and watch it, and you won't get any feedback from anyone. None of the family will be there. None of your friends will be there. Nobody answering your questions. You'll be in a chat with millions, and no one ever speaks to anybody. All you ever get is just everyone just comments for themselves. Here we can broadcast. We can broadcast the Apple event. We can broadcast the Apple event, and you can all communicate, ask questions, chat with me. We can look at the stock price and so on. So if you'd like me to host it, I will set it up as an event. Would you like the Apple event? That way you could all watch it with me. Everybody will then get to see it exactly as it is. In addition, you'll get the stock price. If you're just watching the YouTube channel, you'll just watch the YouTube broadcast. With me, you'll get the broadcast, plus obviously all the audio, everything else, but you'll also get the stock price, the reaction, and you can all communicate with each other and talk to each other and all the rest of it. So would you like the Apple event? It's in a few hours from now. I will cover it for you if you want me to do it. I need an overwhelming majority. Otherwise, I'll just watch the telly and have a cup of tea. All right, there you go. Space in the long term. Let's go back to Virgin Galactic. I think we might be patient. Accumulation of time, just speculating. Hopefully, doesn't become a penny stock. Let's be clear, Nonny. It is a penny stock. Anything under $5 is a penny stock, and we're under 2 and more likely to go under 1. So we are absolutely a penny stock already. Absolutely we are. Faraday Futures up 18%. No way. No way. Hang on a minute. Fantastic. Faraday Future. What's going on there? I'm still down 82%. I'm not buying it. I want to get out of it. IonQ is up. Yeah, I see that. IonQ. That's up as well. 487%. I've only got one share. I know, look at that. Has space begun its S-curve? Has space begun its S-curve? Has space begun its S-curve? No. Not at all. Now, Nate is asking the S-curve. Let's talk about it. Does anyone know what the S-curve is? The S. I'll try and simulate. This is the S-curve, right? You go along here, you go up, and then you peter out like an S. Okay, so you go along for a while, you explode, and you peter out. Okay, that's an S-curve. Virgin Galactic has not even begun. No. Virgin Galactic pops on news. It's a SPAC. It opened at $10. It didn't open at 1. Opened at 10. Up and down, up and down, up and down. During COVID, everyone's got money. Everyone's got stimulus checks. Everyone's buying everything. Up and down, up and down. And then now it starts to fly when it should go up, right? The S-curve, let's be absolutely clear. The S-curve will come when Virgin Galactic start to make money and they are a profitable company. When this happens, their last earnings, they beat expectation, which was, other than 21, was the first time for quite a while. They started to go up. They made some money. Well, they're still losing money. All right, they're still losing money. Look, they're still losing money. It's still negative, but they started to go up. They beat expectation. When Virgin Galactic can get above this zero and make money, and then they project the next quarter, to make even more money and ramp up, start bringing down costs, more people flying, profits are going up and up and up, then the S-curve starts to go up. Then we get to saturation. Everyone's flying, and profit is done. We've had 1,000% growth. All of those of us who bought now, like Tesla, we're up here now, and now we just start to flatten out, and we get a steady growth, and then we grow steadily over time. So no, we've not had an S curve on Virgin Galactic, and we're not going to for at least 2 years. All right. So Mullen and FFIE both up. Both scam stocks. Yeah. And Mullen straight back down, look. It does the same old rubbish. Same old rubbish. Straight up, straight back down. Same thing every day. Rubbish. I like Tilray. I'm up 25, 30%. I'm up to, very nice. I want the same pump ACB is having in space. 100% in 2 days. You're nice. I think it's done zigzag when it went up, down a little, then up a little more, and straight plunge into Valhalla. Virgin Galactic is curve in reverse. There you go. Ion Q says Sid. Ion Q says Sid. Let's have a look at it. Yeah. Quantum computers. I was in this stock, and I always said it was a good one. I took my profits. I think I made about 80%. It's now 489%. I regarded it as overbought. I think it's overbought. I stand by that. But those of you who are up 400% don't really care, do you? Look, it keeps losing money, continues losing money. I have to say this is a bit like a Tesla situation. It can all come back down very quick. At some point, when a stock is overbought, as this undoubtedly is, you have to at some point decide where you take your profit, because it's up now 488%. I bought it at 358. I'm going to keep that one share as a reminder to where I once was. Go, there you go. You would have had $1 million if you kept it in there. But remember, when I sold it, I bought Amazon. I bought Amazon because Amazon have shares and they have an interest in IonQ. So Amazon goes up. If they do well. Now, Amazon has not moved today. You might go, okay, but it doesn't move instantly. It's not in correlation or anything, but they have an interest in it. But, Amazon's up 42%. I would much rather have my money in Amazon, because Amazon is, a much stronger company. It makes money. IonQ is losing money. That doesn't mean to say it's not a great company, but I do think IonQ is overbought. But what do I know? 5 years from now, it might be $1,000 a share, and I'll go, oh my God. But anyway, there you go. Right. Oh, thank you, Leah. Just had my coffee turn up. Okay. So we are still red in the studio. Things are still not good. Virgin Galactic did swing from this morning. It's held up. Looks pretty okay now. Let's check the volume on it. Let's see what volume we got today. Let's come back into my main account here. The volume today It's 4 million. The average volume is 12.6. 4 million by this time of the day. It's no better, no less than normal. Amazon Web Services is the future. I'm holding my Amazon. I've already trimmed it. I don't want to sell anymore. People said to me yesterday, "Why don't you sell Amazon? You're up 40%." Well, that's all well and good, but I want to own this company. Apple is holding the indexes back. Yeah. Well, it's going down prior to the presentation, right? Let's have a look here. Would you like the Apple event? 65% have said yes. 35% say no. It's not really an overwhelming majority. It is a majority. I was hoping for maybe 80%, but from that, it looks like we're going to have about 12 people, 13 people watch. Remember what I just said. I can present to you. You can watch the Apple event yourself, and all you're going to get is this YouTube video. Okay? That's it. There'll be millions of people in the chat. You won't be able to speak to anybody because no one's going to listen to you. It just goes through and no one pays any attention to anybody. The idea is, if you wanted me to, I would broadcast this YouTube video, plus you've got all the chat with all your family and friends here, answer questions. We can look at the stock price. They won't be showing the stock price. The only reason why you'd want to watch that compared to watching it with me is because you don't care about the stock price and you don't want to talk to anybody. You just want to watch the event, and that's fine. But if you want me to, I will cover it. But we've got 67% saying you'd like me to do it. Right, I need to get off and get that Virgin Galactic video edited into some sort of video. Apple is holding the indexes back. It is. This happened last time. We should spam promote Martyn in that Apple chat. Nate, that's right. That's what you should do. Nate Anderson, I totally agree. I reckon my entire army should have two tabs open, my tab and then the Apple tab, and go in and say, it's rubbish here. It's rubbish. You're only seeing the Apple stuff. Over on Martyn's channel, you see all of this, plus the stock price, plus we can all have a conversation and phone in. When we have a voice. We have a voice. We get heard. On Apple, no one listens. It's too big. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, imagine Apple launches an M3 chip. Yeah. You never know, do you? I'm going to miss it, off to France by plane. What is it? Can someone explain to me what Sensei's up to? Sensei went to Greece a few weeks ago. Now he's in Italy. Now he's flying to France. Does anyone have any idea what's going on here? Has Sensei won the lottery or something? I don't get it. I guess this is what happens when you know what you're doing when you invest on the stock market, right? Hopefully some AI news. Siri needs an upgrade. You need a bloody upgrade. You need to get back to work. Back on the show. I don't know what's going on here. Constantly on holiday. He's constant. I'm constantly at work. Sensei is constantly on holiday. All earnings should be scheduled with Martyn first. I agree. All earnings should be scheduled with Martyn first. I agree. I think, in fact, all holidays should be scheduled with me. If you're planning a holiday right now and you're not going to be in the chat for a while, can you just clear it with me first? So I just know, who's going to be present or not, I want to make sure that everyone's, present and correct. I want to know that everyone is present and correct. Is Balaki here? Is Balaki here in the house today? Balaki, are you in the house? Blake. Does anyone know what I'm doing? Does anyone have a clue? Anyone have a clue? No one has a clue, do they? Apparently, he's chilling in the broadcast lounge. Is he? Hang on. Chilling in the lounge. You don't mean the broadcast lounge, do you? No, he doesn't. I went in there and he wasn't in there. Chilling in the lounge. I just opened the broadcast lounge for no reason. He's not even in there. He made out he wasn't, see. Right, Virgin Galactic, look at this, folks. I have 8 more vacations to Christmas. 8 more! What have I done wrong in my life? How come I end up working all the time and the people that watch my show watch it while on holiday? Hang on a minute. This is all back to front. How come you're on holiday all the time? I don't get it. Did Sensei use Martyn Lucas referral code for the flight? The Lucas aides get the cheapest rate for everything. That's right. I love it. Oh, look at Virgin Galactic go now. Look at this. That's a hell of a swing. That's a swing now from 2.5 down. That's a 4% swing now. We've had a 4% swing. Did anyone buy this morning at 201? Ooh, that was nice. Learjet again, Sensei. Yeah. He's got his own private jet. PJ is fueling up. Yeah. Unbelievable. Ali sold his yuppie flag on the his yuppie flat on the Thames, enjoying profits from shorting space. Martyn, you should host the earnings calls for the SP 500 companies. I do. Martyn, you should host earnings conference calls for all the I do all the earnings. Where have you been, Nate? Yeah, private jet. Yeah, bloody private jet. All right. Unbelievable. Well, don't you worry about that. I don't need that. I got my YouTube studio. I don't need a plane. You think it's going to drop to $1? Let's have a look. If they dilute now, it would go to $1. No question about it. This is good news, folks. Just over a 4% swing now. That's more like it. We're still red, though. Studio is still red. There you go. You can see. You can still see we're red. Overall, the Roth IRA is green. That's because of Tesla. 53.7. Virgin Galactic is moving. Look at it moving. 53.7. Our all-time high is 58. Whoa. Oh, we could turn green. Shall we turn it green? Shall we draw it in? Shall we draw it in? What do you reckon? Hey. What do you think? Shall we go green? Yes, I did. I'm in at 230 now on space. Your average is 230. Very nice. Mine's 352. I bought so many at the higher price. Even when I buy down, it doesn't make much difference. I mean, it does, but it's so small. I was at 360 and now 352. But yeah. I'm waiting for the dilution to be before I buy considerably more. Palantir still running today. Nearly red. 6 months ago, I was $2 will come. And I said $2 will come and hood level. 6 months ago, I said $2 will come and hood level. What's hood level mean? I ain't got a clue what that means. Is that secret code? Is that crypto code, is it? I ain't got a clue. Let me just pop into my Rumblers. Rumble. I've got 5 watching me on Rumble. How are you? I think it's the same people that watch me on YouTube, to be honest. But thank you ever so much for supporting me. It earns me like 1 cent per show. And it adds up. So I appreciate it. If everyone else could do it, it'd be nice of you. But you know, people don't be nice. You know, they don't care. Anyway, $2, a good level. Yeah. Oh, a good level. Oh, I see. Okay. 210. Palantir. Gold. The S&P. Mullen. It's going back down again. FFIE. Up 21%. I'm still 81% down. Love to get my money out. Does the news on Virgin Galactic launch have any effect on this market? Does the news on Virgin Galactic launches have any effect? No. Every time it flies, it just goes down. They have a successful flight. Everything is great. It goes down. That's it. What can I say, Michael Desays? That's all that happens, sadly. It is what it is. Okay. $24. Now I'm going to end the show because I have to put out. Some Virgin Galactic information. Let me just put Faraday up a second because that's important. FFIE. I've got a lot of people that follow me for Faraday. I think it's a junk stock, but I'm very happy to be able to report on it. It's 145. 145 FFIE. Okay. FFIE stock news. Just bear with me a second. That'll do. Okay. FFIE, Faraday Future Intelligent Electric. As you know, by now I've given up on this stock. It's I'm still in. I haven't gone anywhere, but I now regard it as a mullen. It's a junk stock. And the reason why is on the last earnings, we heard that the CEO and everybody else on the board doesn't even care about selling the car. They're just building a brand. For me, that never ends well for us, the investors. Can make money from somebody and can provide a great car for others. But however, I'm not looking to buy an FFIE car. I'm just trying to make some money as an investor into a business. Well, it's not a business. It's not a business if it doesn't focus on selling anything. Right now, though, Future Faraday is looking quite good. As you can see, it's up today 27%. I will tell you, though, just to balance out all the good news, I'm actually down 80%. I've never gone anywhere. I've never sold. I held a very small position. I didn't see, I opened it because I wanted to be on the earnings and learn about the company. I learned about the company and decided, nope, this isn't for me. If I can get my money back out, then that's great. However, I'm not going to buy any more in the hope that I can because I don't believe in the board. When I heard them talk about we're not focusing on selling cars, we're focusing on building a brand, I thought, hello, it's Mullen all over again, and it behaves like as such. Pops up, goes back down. This is great that we're going up, but what do you think? Leave me your thoughts below. Are you into FFIE? The car looks amazing. The technology looks amazing. The website looks amazing. The board don't want to sell cars. They want to build brands. Go and build brands with somebody else's money. For me, it's not an investment. I cannot see a road to profitability for my hard-earned money. I could put my money somewhere else and make money somewhere else. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts below. Smash the like button. Consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it very much indeed. And click above my head for more FFIE videos and things over here. Just stuff you might find interesting flown over there. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of your money, and wise invest. Take care. Bye-bye for now. All right. Okay, I'll put that out later. Back to Virgin Galactic for a second. See where we are. Still going up. Faraday now 23%. Martyn, beyond space tourism, what partnerships and alliances could yield more value for company? Martyn, beyond space tourism, what partnerships and alliances could yield more value for the company? Well, Pedro, if you followed my show, you will know that I haven't bought Virgin Galactic because of what it's going to do into space. Believe it or not. I've explained it many times, the investment and where I see the profits, having worked for Sir Richard Branson, having worked for the Virgin experiences, I believe that the profitability and the road to profitability will not come from space tourism. It'll come from the experiences around the spaceports with the hotels, people staying, families doing all the day trips and experiences, people supporting the astronauts. Because when you fly, there's quite a bit involved before you actually fly, right? You don't just turn up and fly on the day. There's lots of things for the family to do, to turn up and experience. And with Michael Cole-Glazier from Disney at the helm, I think, even though he does a rubbish job at marketing, I do think that that the money to be made is around the experiences and also the technology licensing, experimental, and stuff like that. That's where I see the money being made, not just the flights. In time, when they make more money and they can bring the prices down and they can ramp up and the technology improves and so on, then they might make some bigger profits from the flights. But right now, it's the concept of going into space. It's great. It gets everybody signed up and spend some money. But more importantly, it's I think people want to be involved in going to space and actually going to a spaceport where people going into space and you can do simulators and stuff like that, experiences at the center. That's where I see the money being made, and I've reported on that many times. Love the content and appreciate the informational videos. Michael, where are you from? We've got members in 39 countries around the world. We just added Georgia. And become a member of our channel and you get 20 times back what you put in. Literally, that's why 95% of our live viewers are members. The highest engagement rate of any channel on YouTube. That's official. Go and check it. More people percentage-wise are members here than Mr. Beast or any channel on YouTube. 95% of our live viewers are members, and they do it to support the channel because I go live up to 10 hours a day. I don't make money from live videos. I'm trying to build a community, not sell videos. I'm not a YouTuber. This is not a YouTube TV studio. This is a TV studio. See behind me the way it works. This is not a YouTube studio, is it? It's a TV studio, and I'm trying to build an audience. And talking of that, if you've just tuned in and you don't know, I'm actually the World Piano Man. Here is my music channel, and over the last few days, I've put out some new videos that you might want to check out. I did a tribute to 9/11. I visited New York and saw the site. It's quite a harrowing site. Just put this out yesterday, just 17 hours ago. And I did a few tributes to those at 9/11. I did Everybody Hurts, little taste alert. You can have a little listen, just 10 seconds. Is Everybody Hurts. And the night is yours alone. When you're sure you've had enough. So if you'd like to go and check out that particular video, REM Everybody Hurts. This is my TV studio behind me. You see all the effects and the smoke and the lights and everything. There is Everybody Hurts. I also re-released My Lady in Red, which I did. This is the Lady in Red, and this one went viral a few years ago, and I've remixed it and re-released it, and you can check out that one as well. Also, I did The Last Words of John Lennon. If you are a John Lennon fan, you might appreciate this one. I just released this one. Imagine there's no heaven. I'll give you the link to that one. There you go. There's a couple of highlights for you. If you subscribe to my music channel, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. My music channel is not about making money. I don't make any money because all the music is copyrighted. I do it as I use it for fundraiser concerts. But this is my biggest video this month. Look, 9 days ago, it's becoming one of my viral videos. Look, it's done over 4,000 views. Jimmy Buffett's family and friends, the Parrot Heads, they've picked this one up. They picked it up. It's being now played on thousands of Parrot Heads playlists. Here it is. Whoops. Whoops, hang on a minute. What's going on? There you go. In yesterday. So the sad passing of Jimmy Buffett, of course, Margaritaville. If you want to check that out, there's that one, and it's been picked up by the family and the friends of the Parrot Heads, and it's gone crazy. I can't believe it's thousands and thousands of people have shared it onto their playlists. Literally thousands. Look, I actually put a little short video out. There it is. Look at all these playlists. If you've not seen this short list, look at this. These are all the Parrot Heads. Thousands and thousands of playlists have been shared. So if you want to go and check out my music, I really appreciate it. It really helps me do good for my fundraisers and stuff like that. That's what that channel is all about. All right. Okay. Now then, thank you ever so much, everyone, considering subscribing to my music channel. It helps. It's on the homepage of this channel. Just look below the channel. You can see it on the main page. There it is, Martyn Lucas. You can click on it, and you can support my music if you'd like to. All right, Mr. Lucas, I have 2 million shares. 2 million? 2 million? Oh, my God. Jojo S is all in. Oh, hang on. Said nobody ever. Jojo S, I know where you're going. Mr. Lucas, I have... I know, Jojo. Ouch! I am 78% down on it. Yeah, I'm 80. Yeah, I know. I already have 8 vacations from this year, 2023. 8 more to go. Always in a 2-bedroom condo with full kitchen. I trade on RCI. I used to be in that. I used to have an RCI property, Woodford Bridge in Devon, in England. I had a little apartment on RCI. I remember that. I'm 76% down, retired. Oh, I'm joking. I have a small position, $20. 20, was it? $20 average. Yeah, it's like me. Good one. I'm in on 2 shares. The reverse split. I'm down 22. Oh God, no. Jojo, I was going to say I'm going to be down like Jojo Money, FFIE video. The Good Life, Stephen. I wish I could be. Wish I could be retired. That was a nice song. Bravo, Martyn. Thank you. Did you go and listen to it? Did you go and watch it properly? Hi, Martyn. Good morning. May I ask, how many members do you have? How many members I currently have? I will show you. I lost a few recently because we had people didn't like when I said the share price of Virgin Galactic was going down. So some people decided to leave. But there you go. Let me bring it up a minute. This is our subscribers. It's just rolled round again. 10,652. Let me bring it up. How many members have I got? Let's have a look. It was we were trying to go over 100 for the longest time. And then we got to about 150. We were heading towards 200. And then we lost a few because they didn't like when I was saying Virgin Galactic was going to go down. Well, you know. Okay, we are now at... Okay. There we go. Here we go. I will gladly share everything with you. There we go. Total members, we have 129. We're down 18%. We lost a few because there were a few people that unmembered because they didn't like me saying Virgin Galactic was going down, which is a great shame. But I'm not going to say. One of those was we had a gold member, of course. I lost Mohammed Kahain, one of our gold members, and he left because I said Tilray was going to go down. He didn't like me saying that. He wanted me to keep saying it was going to go up. And when I said it was going to go down, I mean, he doesn't like that. Well, there are YouTube channels you can go and watch that will tell you whatever you want to hear to get you to subscribe, give them money, be members. I mean, I don't care. I'm not here to grow the biggest. I'm here to grow the best, the most honest. And I believe, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I think we'll grow the best, biggest YouTube channel in the world by being the honest. Because I think people are sick and tired. I think it takes a while for people to learn this, but I think though, most people are sick and tired of following YouTubers that say one thing and do another. My money is in Virgin Galactic, and as you all know, Virgin Galactic is going back down again, as you all know, and I've lost a lot of money on it. Hence, I've lost a lot of money in it, but I'm always live, and I'm always here with my real money in it. Now, I'm not going to tell you the news which benefits me and gets more super chats and more members and more views, which is not true and makes money for me. Because how do you go live every day to your audience who give up their time to watch you, knowing that you're conning everyone? How do you do that? Some people go, well, all's all's fair in love and war. I'm making money. I'm in business. What, you're in business of conning people on purpose? They would probably argue, BitBoy, Cryptos Are Us, Meet Kevin, Graham, Stepan, they all did the FTX thing, remember? That was a con. They would probably argue, no, we're just providing entertainment. What people do is up to them. Yeah, but you're constantly tailoring your show to be what people want to hear, so they subscribe and give you money. You're selling courses, you're selling training programs, you're trying to come across as successful. Meet Kevin sitting on his jet. He doesn't actually show you his shares. I show you my shares. For all you know, the big YouTubers, Meet Kevin, Graham Stepan, BitBoy, any one of these people could be losing money on all their stocks, all their shares could be down. But because you're all watching and paying subscribers and flying around on jets, you're all watching, they're all making money. The only actual money they're actually making is on their YouTube channel, which means they're rich because they can buy all the shares anyway, and their portfolio keeps going up even if it's going down. It's like today. Imagine every single person gave me a $10 super chat. Imagine everyone became a member. Let's say I had $1,000 today from super chats, members, ad revenue, and so on. And I put the $1,000 straight into my portfolio. I might still be down on everything, but my portfolio balance would go up by $1,000. Everyone go, bloody hell, Martyn's portfolio just gone up $1,000. He must know what he's talking about. We've got to watch him. He knows what he's talking about. No, not at all. You just gave me loads of money. I earned loads of money. Now, when Meet Kevin makes a video, every video he makes about 10 grand. $10,000. Because the numbers he gets makes about $10,000. Every single stock he ever owns could be a bad play. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to him. Every day, another $10,000. I'll buy anything. I'll buy Tesla when it's up, Tesla when it's down. It doesn't matter because I've got another $10,000 of free money. My portfolio is going to go up and up and up, and everyone's going to watch going, my God, he's got another private jet. This guy must know what he's doing. No, he just knows how to make videos and make money out of you. So I lost a lot of members because I said Virgin Galactic was going down to $1, $1.50. Still think it's going to. I said Tilray was going to go down after it pumped. It keeps doing it over and over again. I said Mullen was a load of rubbish. It is a load of rubbish, right? I said the bull market started in November, December before anybody said it, and it did, and it has been, and there it is. But these aren't things that actually make money in the short term. What they do is they build a relationship and a family, and people go, yeah, he's being honest. He's not just saying the truth, he's showing us that it's the truth. So we know it's the truth. So I hope and I believe in time, eventually we'll become and once we start going viral all the time, which we will in a year or so, then we'll get more views than Meet Kevin. Then people will go, okay, this is better, right? And, I will make I could then make a lot of money from the videos But I will still tell you, look, I've made 10 grand today and I'm buying the S&P. You can see whether it was a good buy price or not, but you'll see what I do. And I'll put it on my X account and you'll see me do it. So anyway, that's what I can really say. So that's a long way of answering that question, isn't it? Juan Carlos said, how many members do you have? And you got all of that. It's like, bloody hell, mate. I didn't ask for all of that. Thanks, Zach. I am living the life now. Life's good. Yes, I was in the live when you did it. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Sorry if I forget, Thanks for sharing your members number. I am not a member, but like to watch your channel a lot. We wouldn't, Juan Carlos, we wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for the members. If I don't make any money from the live videos. If people weren't members, I couldn't do it because I only earn a few bucks as it is. But if it wasn't for the members, I wouldn't be here. I would just make videos and then get another job and then earn a bit of money on the videos and another job to support it. Anyway, love the honesty here. That's why I'm here. Will you be able to buy Bitcoin ETF through an ISA? Well, a Bitcoin ETF hasn't been confirmed. If you listen to BitBoy and Cryptos Are Us and Meet Kevin, it's already been confirmed. It hasn't. It's being challenged and it possibly will happen. But the SEC, Gary Gensler, they're trying to stop it. So it should happen. Hopefully it will. We believe it will in time, but we're no closer to it yet just because of a few things that have been said and suggested and so on. It's not happening yet, but hopefully it will. Anyway, Instacart is being listed on the market soon. It is. It's actually on Robinhood. It's an IPO. On Robinhood, it's an IPO. We can get in on it as a pre-IPO. But I'm not interested in it because IPOs statistically used to be a good idea. They're not anymore. Statistically, they always go down after the initial pop. If you can get the stocks you want and get out on the pop, but very often the pop isn't worth it. It goes down first. You can buy it cheaper. So, yeah, watching from Indiana, Michael, lovely to have you here. And the other songs I haven't. I will surely go back, listen to them too. Nonny, thank you ever so much, mate. Keaton S, interested to know what other member views are on the link I shared. What other members' views are on the link I shared on the Discord earlier? Okay, well, Discord, Keaton S has posted a link. Is it in links for YouTube? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, Keaton S, one of our members, has asked for your opinion on this. In links for YouTube, he has posted this comment here. This is I would imagine, this is a hard drive. A guy threw away a hard drive with crypto on it. The best thing that ever happened was FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, because now everybody locks up their crypto on hard drives and keys and so on and so forth, and then they lose their keys, which means the Bitcoin will never get sold, which means the value keeps going up. People keep doing that all the time. Anyway, Keaton S would like your opinion on this. So go and check it, have a little look, and I'll let you do that in your time. And then leave a reply. One of our members has posted this in links for YouTube on Discord, and he would like your thoughts on it. Is ITI shares, trust shares, US aerospace and defense a good grab? Let's have a look. This is one of our gold members. Let me have a quick look for you. It's not what I'm familiar with. ITAI. Are you looking at another one of those over-the-counter things? You like those, aren't you? What's the ticker? ITAI. I can't find it, Jose. That isn't the ticker. ITA. Hang on. Found it. This is what you're on about. Okay, no. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Would you like me to do a back test? You are a gold member, and you can request that. Would you want me to do a back test on it? Yes, please. Okay. As a gold member, you can have this. Okay, let's have a little look. So this isn't going to be entertaining at all. It's going to be just business. Okay, for one of our members. Let's have a look. Let me line up the software. 2006. So we'll go from 2007. And I'm just loading up my software a minute. Bear with me. Okay. View. Okay. 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 Right. Okay. So what I've done, this is now for the benefit of Jose. We're doing a back test on a particular stock, and we are looking at it in detail. We're not doing the full financials. That's something I do off air. I sit and read balance sheets, but I do that off air. That would just be boring for you to watch. Not much to show you, and I don't do it on air. Okay, so this is not a financial dive. It's a performance and a fundamental dive, if you like. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do it right now. So we're looking at I'm not going to make a video out of this, so I don't need to announce it like that. I was going to do it as a video. I'm not. Let's just talk about it for the benefit of our member here. So he's one of our gold members. So iShares, this is the stock that he's interested in. So if I am looking at a new stock, first of all, what draws me to a stock? Well, I always I'm about a fundamental principle. Everything I buy tends to be something I can build a relationship around a human being. Start making friends at the factory, start talking to people on the ground, try to learn from the individuals that run the company, what they do. Is it proprietary? Is it unique? Is it the best place to put my money? Can I trust them? Do I see this company standing out? What's its financials? Does it have money on hand? What's its debt position? Is it unique, proprietary, like Apple is the best in its field, Tesla's the best in its field, the S&P is the most stable portfolio, and all of these things. Because I remember, if you're going to invest in something, is you can say, well, it could be great, but something could be better. So why would I buy this? So it's not, unless it's something you're really interested in, you love, Home Depot, you're a DIY enthusiast and you just want to buy Home Depot because you like building things. All right. And that's fine because you understand the building trade, or you might be in the beer business, or you want to follow a brewery or whatever it might be. And 9 times out of 10, if you understand the stock, you're more likely to be successful in it because you understand it. And because you understand it, you're not going to sell out when it moves up and down on a day-to-day basis because you know where the market goes. It's like when you talk to It's like when you talk to Stephen Lewandowski. He's made a lot of money from oil. He understands oil. He knows the ups and the downs, the seasonality of it. These are the things that you can't learn just by buying a stock. You have to know the history and the experience of it. So that's the fundamental reasons. But our friend here, Jose, wants to know, is this a good stock to buy? Now, what is it? First of all, iShares Dow Jones US Aerospace and Defense. It's an ETF, exchange traded fund. Now, not bad. Obviously, he's looking at, he's thinking about wars. He's thinking about aerospace and defense. Now, you can buy Lockheed, and you can be in the defense industry. You can buy Lockheed. There are other ones, of course, where you could buy this industry, but then you are subject to that company failing. Another company could take over. Another company could do better. Even things like Palantir is involved in AI in defense. So you could have Palantir suddenly get a contract in defense and completely crush another company because they've got the contract. So if you buy an aerospace and defense ETF, you've got a basket of funds which is being managed by iShares. So you get some kind of management, and the bad ones fall off and the new ones get added, like the S&P 500, right? Which is, I say that for a specific reason, by the way, and we'll come on to that in a second. So that way it gives you exposure to the defense area, and you might think with wars and potential Third World War, maybe I want to be in defense. I mean, a bit pointless perhaps if we have a Third World War, but you get my point. So it's a good idea. I like ETFs. ETFs well managed at a good value price, then great. Okay, so let's have a look, right? ITA tracks a market cap weighted index of US manufacturers, assemblers and distributors of airplane and defense equipment. Okay, the listed name is ITA, and there you go. Let's open up a bit more. That's all it says. Okay. 36 holdings. We're going to have a look at what those holdings might be. Industrials is 99.4%, and technology is 0.57%. Now, who's in those companies? Are these companies, good companies I want to own? Do I like these companies? If you don't like these companies, why would you buy this basket of funds? RTX, Boeing, Lockheed, they are. See, I mentioned Lockheed, they're in this. So you're owning Lockheed, 6%. In fact, if you go across 6%, their biggest holding though is RTX Corporation. Now from here, we can link to RTX and we can see what RTX is doing, where it is. We can see it's got quite a stable growth, bit of a drop off recently. What is RTX? Defense company, aerospace. Gives us an idea of how they're performing. So it's a good way to check that. Okay, so then you go, all right, I like these companies. I believe in this industry. I believe in this. This is a good way to manage it. Now then, price earnings ratio, 45.22. That's the price to the earnings ratio. You want that as low as possible. All right. Now, if we look at the S&P, which is what everyone compares the markets to, because it's the most stable, fund in the world. If we go to the S&P and we look down, price to earnings ratio, 23. So pound for pound, you're getting a better deal. That's not the only thing we look at, right? Okay, I'll just buy the S&P then, right? It doesn't work quite like that. Price to earnings ratio on the S&P is 23.39, which is better on first glance. Let's go back, 45. So it's very expensive. Now, partly the expense can be the cost of the managing the fund. Some funds are passively managed and some funds are actively managed. Actively managed funds, and this is not going to tell me without me, going into it in more detail, involve a cost. However, they might perform better because they cost more there's more involvement, but they make more money ultimately. But this is an expensive ETF. Now the yield is 0.68, expense ratio 0.4. If we go and look at the S&P, expense ratio, there it is. Remember I spoke to you a moment ago about the cost of managing the fund, 0.03. This is where you want. That's why the S&P is by far the best value for most people, all right? Okay, so that gives us a comparison. Now let's go back to the stock a minute. If we look at it, it's over its maximum period that we have available to us since 2006. That's when it was incepted, right, on the stock market as a publicly traded company. We are up 333%, 323%. Pretty good. It's pretty steady growth. Now, you may look at that and go, that looks like the S&P 500. It does. However, there's one difference. There is one significant difference. And can anyone see what that is? There is one significant difference between this and the S&P. It potentially has better growth. However, it's more volatile to change. The very thing that we need it to be good at, when there is change, it's not good at. And that is, of course, COVID. That's March 2020. When March 2020 happened, the stock came down a long way. It recovered quickly when we reopened. However, I'd be asking myself, when there are external macro conditions, the stock dramatically drops off negatively. So if we had a war, would this, the very reason why you buy it, of course, we're not having a global war right now, so no one knows. But let's look at when the war broke out in Ukraine. Was that 21? What are we now? 23? Was it January 22? January 22, wasn't it? Let's see how it affected January. I think it was, there we go. January 22. There you go. Look, around about here, didn't we have war declared in Ukraine? Wasn't it January 22? Can someone tell me when the war, when did the war start in Ukraine? Let me just start that. It wasn't this year, was it? It's been over a year now. When did the war in Ukraine start? I think it was February. Hang on. The Russian-Ukrainian war's ongoing. 2014. When did Russia invade Ukraine? I better ask that instead. February 22. All right, February 22. I was right. I said January 22. Right, okay. So we look at that and we go, all right. There we go, February 22. Okay. Right, there you go. Right. This is an interesting point. If I zoom in here, this is the stock you're interested in. Defense. It's all about defense. When the war started in Ukraine and we're all getting involved, it went down. It went down. It recovered, but it went down. It went down when we had COVID. It went down when a war started. Now, that's why I got out of Lockheed. I thought someone came in to me and said, you should be buying Lockheed now. If war breaks out, you want to be in defense. I'm thinking, all right, look at it over history. Does it always make money? People do make money in wars, but this one, look, it came down when the war started. It came down in COVID. So what it tells me is this particular stock, if you're betting on the war, if you're betting on, aggression and you want aerospace and you want defense and you want weapons and stuff like that, doesn't necessarily mean in volatile times, you'll do well. Because when COVID happened, it collapsed. When the war started, it collapsed. Not really collapsed. It collapsed in COVID. I wouldn't call that a collapse for the war. But nevertheless, it reacts negatively to a war situation, and it reacted negatively to COVID. Okay, initially, and then it rebounded. Fair enough, but did it rebound at the same pace as it was going before? I would argue not. All right, okay, that's the first thing, an understanding of the stock. Now, what we want to do, if we're going to buy it, the first thing we want to do is go, all right, how does it perform long term? Is it worth me buying it? Because I could just buy the S&P and be done with it. I could just buy the S&P and be done with it. Now then, let's have a look. How does it compare? So this is what I do. This is what I've done. I've prepared a back test for you. Let's have a look. Now then. You are right. Also, Switzerland invests in other things. Absolutely. Right. Here, iShares is in blue. The S&P is in red. Now, what I've done, I've gone from the date of inception, because there's no point going back as far as the S&P, because they wouldn't be comparable. And I've gone 1 year later from inception, so we don't have the IPO pop. 1 year later, and then we've seen the growth. Now, what we can see here is they tend to try to track very similar, but what the S&P doesn't do, that ITA does do, is it didn't react as badly during COVID. It did go down, but nowhere near as much as iShares. Much bigger. Nowhere near as ITA. Okay, they were much more vulnerable to the macro conditions. S&P had other things that did well during COVID and balanced it out. Now, where did it end up? Well, it ended up today, you'd be exactly the same. Even though you had all this boom and bust, you didn't have it as much for the S&P, and you ended up the same. Now, this takes into account your reinvesting the dividends, because if you're now going to ask me, well, what's the dividends and how much? I've set this to show you if I reinvested the dividends automatically. Now, I don't reinvest my shares automatically. I buy them on the dip. So what you could have done, you could have had shares from dividend payouts, which you didn't invest manually from ITA. You know it reacts badly in macro conditions like COVID, war starting. You could have then bought in here. You'd actually have, your blue line would be higher than the red line. You'd make more money because of the volatile swings. So if you are a passive investor, and all you want to do is buy every month and reinvest every month with the dividends, because you can auto reinvest, so you get paid the dividend and it just buys it whether it's up or down. Over time, that's been proven to be successful. Not because it's a better way, is because most people are lazy and they don't bother and they don't look, and they say they're going to do it, but they don't. So if you just do it manually every time, you would be the same. However, if you are like me and you are an active investor, rather than buy the dividends when they're up and down and whatever, if you manually look for the dips, you'd actually be slightly better by buying iShares, ITA, than the S&P, because overall they end up about the same. So you've got the potential, the same payout. However, when they dip bigger than the S&P. They're more vulnerable to macro conditions. They have bigger swings. If you can, and that's the hard part, catch the bottom rather than just drip in your dividends, you wait and you buy on the dips, you're going to get bigger swings with this stock than you are with the S&P. So in conclusion, if you want to buy this one. You now know what it is. You know it's expensive. It's a higher expense ratio. It's more expensive from earnings to to price to earnings ratio. However, it performs about the same. If you don't want the risk, you don't want to have any of the stress, you just buy the S&P, you'll end up at the same. If you want to be active and buy the dips, bearing in mind if you can manage them correctly and get them on the dips, then you're going to perhaps choose ITA. For me, I would rather choose the S&P because I believe that even though over time that's come in at the same, and even though the dips aren't as great, I see more potential future growth on the S&P than I do with ITA because I'm only investing in defense. Okay. What about AI? What about EVs? What about solar? Other explosive technologies that only exist on the S&P. So, in conclusion, there's your back test. We now understand what the stock is. We now know it's a good performer. You can buy it if you prefer to be in defense. It's probably the best way of doing it. A lot of this, as you say, was one or two companies underperforming. Other companies perform well, but that's kind of what an ETF does. It's expensive, but at the end of the day, it kind of works out about the same. If you prefer to have your money in EV and future technologies like AI, I mean, I'm not saying there's not any AI in ITA. There probably is. In defense, there probably is. I would prefer the S&P overall because it seems a bit about the same. It's got more stability long term, and it's got the potential for new technologies to emerge, whereas ITA is always going to be in the same vein. All right. So there you go. For me, I would just buy the S&P, but it's certainly a good one if you like to be in defense rather than buying Lockheed. But if I was buying it, I'd be looking to reinvest the dividends manually when I get these bigger swings as we've gotten here. Yeah, my concern would be the very reason why you bought it was if a war breaks out, it doesn't seem to react very well to when a war breaks out. This was COVID, a time that a defense stocks needs to be robust because, it's when the world gets more difficult. Well, it didn't do very well then. And when a war broke out in Ukraine, it didn't do very well then. So if we had a World War III, would you care anyway? Because we're all dead. Who cares? It seems to me it doesn't react that well in unstable conditions. Okay, there you go. That's a bit of a back test for Jose. I hope that was of some help to you, and that's my take on it. And Jose said, "Thank you, Sir Lucas. I'll continue my research." If I remember correctly, you joined the show recently as a gold member, and you said you haven't started investing yet, and you're coming into the market. Again, I don't give financial advice. I can't give financial advice. Don't want to give financial advice. But this would be my take on it. We have had a bull market for several months. The economy isn't great. We've had an opportunity to grow. We've made some money. If I was coming in on the market today, this is what I would be doing. I'd be putting money into my account, earning 4.9%, which might even go to 5.2 next week, with no risk, no stress, no drama, and earn 4.9%, which is more than I'm going to get in the bank for a while. Build up some cash, make some free money without any risk. I would wait for a pullback, which we always get. Everything's been straight up for a while. I would have 50% of the S&P, which I'm building back up again. That's my plan. I would have EV, which would be Tesla. I'd have solar, which would be Enphase or NEE. because they're the technologies. I would have AI, which is Amazon. Wait for a dip from Amazon, wait for a dip on Apple because we're having a massive rally, build up a cash for a while, and that's what I would do. I would I would manually invest the dividends. When I got my dividends yesterday, CVX, when I had Kenview, when I had J&J, what did I do? I didn't put it in J&J. I'm already in. I bought Virgin Galactic. Not much, but the dividends is free, tax-free money. I used it to buy Virgin Galactic when it was down, and I was happy to do that. That's what that would be my plan, because that is what I'm doing. It's not when people say this is what I would do and they don't do it. This is what I would do because this is what I'm doing. And there you go. I hope that was of some help. Martin, confounded by WBA. Any thoughts? WBA. Pedro, we've run out of time. I'm way over time. I should have finished my show hours ago. Strong, what is your top position? Strone, sorry. I am out of oil now. I sold all my oil end of August. Now in cash. Waiting to see what happens in the market. 84% cash and 60% long-term stocks. No financial advice. No. Let me look at my CVX. Can I ask Stephen Lewandowski, as an oil investor, I am down 5.5% on my Chevron, which is the best I think I've ever been. Actually, I've just been down ever since I've owned it. With oil prices still going up, do you think my Chevron will go up another 5% this year? I know it's not financial advice, but what do you think? You're the oil man. I'm not. Do you think that's going to go up 5 or 10%, or where do you think that will end up the year? Because we've heard from OPEC and everybody else saying that oil prices are going to stay high. They are cutting production, which is going to drive the prices up. Do you think that Chevron is going to keep going up until the end of the year? What's your thoughts on that? I would like to just get 5-10% profit, which is 15% from where we are now. Do you think that's possible? That's what I'd like to do. This is a good add to a diversified portfolio with different sectors covered to earn dividends on the long run. This is a good add to a diversified portfolio. What's that one? Hold will go to 180 to 200. Okay, that was kind of the plan. That's kind of what I thought would happen. So that is my hope then. So, okay, 180, I'll be in profit if I can get CVX. Yeah, if I can get between 180 and 200, gas is almost up to 90. Okay, all right, I will hold then. I will hold. Okay, thank you very much. That was my intention. And if I can make 5-10% profit, I will regard that as a win. I'd like to make more than 5%. Otherwise, I could have just left it in cash. If I can make 6% to 10%, then I would call it a day, take some profit and get out and so on and so forth. So that's the plan. All right, I've got to get out of here. Today's show was massively extended. So there you go. I wasn't going to do a long show. Let me just go back to here a minute. Okay, I'm just changing my screen. Just bear with me a second. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to knock it on the head. It looks like SPC is going back down again. It's why I didn't buy. I was waiting for that under that 190. Okay. So I'm going to, it looks like only 50% really, 20 people. I don't think, I'll make a decision whether I've got time to do it now. 57% says yes, do an Apple event. The rest of you, this is what happened last time. Not that many people are really that enthused by it. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. If I do, I'll post it as an event. But I've gone too long this morning. I haven't got all my jobs done, so I'm a bit behind now. So if I could leave you, if you go to my music channel. If you could all subscribe to my music channel, I'm trying to get up to 10,000 subscribers. Doesn't benefit me, doesn't make me any money. All the music's copyrighted. I'm trying to do it so I can do good work for fundraiser concerts. I want to do one for Jimmy Buffett's Parrot Heads because they all blew up my channel. So I want to do one for Jimmy Buffett's favorite charity. I also want to do one for Hawaii and Zach, but I want to get to 10,000 subscribers first so I don't have all the fees, transaction fees, super chat fees, taxes, and the money can go directly to the fundraiser, not to me. So please, everybody, if you could all subscribe to my music channel, it'd be really helpful. Once you've done that, look on my channel and you'll see I've just brought out some new songs. Billy Joel announced the end of his career at Madison Square Garden. That's a new one. Imagine, that's doing well now. Imagine, I did John Lennon's Last Words, and you can find out what they were. The remix of Lady in Red's out, if you want to go and check that one. Amazing Grace as a tribute to those at 9/11 yesterday. I did Sound of Silence as well, a tribute to those. I did it in the dark there. Let's see, for those involved with 9/11, hopefully you might want to watch that. Everybody Hurts, of course, final tribute. If you want to watch the whole concert, 15 minutes is there to 9/11, and this here is what tells you about the videos there. All right, that's it from me. Okay, let's do day trader of the day. Go to your main positions, as we are losing ground again on Virgin Galactic. My overall position, let me just close some of these screens down. Okay. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. There we go. Crude oil at $8 a barrel, probably go to 100 to 120. Okay, let's hope we can get our money out of CVX. All right, that's it from me. Let's do day trader of the day. I'm down 0.92. Can you believe we started with such a good day and now we are down again? Anyway, whoops, I'm writing the word. I'm saying the word down and I'm actually writing the word up. That's weird, isn't it? 0.96%. Day trader of the day. Thank you to all my rumblers. Thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate you very much indeed. Down 0.96. Waiting for all of you. Remember how to become up to date. For those of you who don't know, because you're not hearing me right now, you're behind the stream. Turn the stream from grey to red. You're now 30 seconds behind. Now click the cogs, go double speed, and now you are 10 seconds behind. There you go. Let's see. That's how you do it. For all of you, remember how to become up to date. For those, all right, there you go. That's how you do it. Okay, here we go. Stephen Lewandowski is down 0.35. Up. Up. How can you be up so much, Sensei? Recover from yesterday. How can you be up? You're all in on Virgin Galactic. How can you be up? How can you be up? How can you be up so much when Virgin Galactic is down so much? How is that possible? Do you mean down? Or have we got some other stocks that we don't know about? Down 1.6. STKH. Aha. Okay, thank you. That makes sense. George Oddity down 2.32. Wow. 12,000 shares. Now that just shows you how a balanced portfolio is so important. Despite Virgin Galactic being so low, Zaxate is up 4.17. Oh, James 007 has just come in right at the last moment and 6.3. Fantastic. So thank you for your honest trade and give him the thumbs up. That's awesome stuff. Look at that. James 007 is up 6.30. One of our members. Thank you very much indeed. Wow. How about that? Great result. Congratulations to you. Please share your trades and information on Discord. We'll all love to see those. That'll be very, very helpful. All right, that's it from me. I'm done. I'm out of here. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I hope you'll all go and check out the music, check out the latest videos. If you want to put pick a playlist, I put together a few playlists for you. If you want Love Songs 2023, there's just one at that moment. But if you pick the 9/11 one as a playlist, there's what else have we got? Dire Straits. There is 6 videos in this one. If you want to pick a latest playlist, you can. Helps the channel out. I won the down. George Ottity, congratulations. Thank you. That's it from me. I've got to get out of here. Thanks all for tuning in. I'll see you back later. If I can get the Apple thing sorted out, I will. I don't know if I'm going to have time. It wasn't a huge majority, and I don't know if I've got the time, as we are massively over time today. Anyway, let's roll the credits. Let's have a look. Okay, members, private equity fund traders. I'm very interested in that one. There from Georgia, became a bronze member today, and they said they're on the floor of a trading room. So very interesting to hear from them what they think. Anyway, Mike gave me a super chat. Thank you ever so much indeed. George says, James, tips please. Absolutely right. That's it from me. Studio is still red, holding our positions. We're not going anywhere. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for all of you for supporting the channel and the music channel. Till then, take care of your money, yourself, your crypto. Most importantly, take care of each other. Bye-bye for now.